Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Ivan with Uplift Your Finances, and I'm here with another video. So, what I wanted to do in this video is I wanted to give you guys a tool that you can apply what you learned in the previous videos. The way I'm going to do that is by introducing you to a board game called Cash Flow, which was created by Robert Kiyosaki. So you can play this game online. You can also buy the actual board game on Amazon. I highly recommend buying the board game first before you play online. So this way you can actually get practice, filling out the paperwork, doing the math, and actually budgeting yourself out. But if that's not an option, you can also play free online. So what you would do is just put your first name, your email, type in whatever the code they give you there, and then you would sign up, and then it would send you it's going to send you a link so you can go straight to the game. So I already have a username with them, as you can see. So I'm just going to go straight to the game by pressing this link. As you can see, it's going to take me to this window. So I'm going to create so you can play this game by yourself or with other people. So right now I'm just going to play by myself, but if you did want to play with other people, all you would do is just press the squares to add them in there. And you would just put the name of the group and the password so other people can join. So I'm just going to Ivan So even if you want to play by yourself, you would still have to put a party name with a password. So I'm just gonna create the game. I'm already here in the lobby, so I'm just gonna begin the game. So first thing that you have to do is you have to choose a dream. So the dreams are on the outside of the board. So you see these are all different dreams that you can choose. I believe they're the purple squares. So yeah, it's the purple square. So one of the dreams right now is a stock market for kids, fund a business and investment school for young capitalists. So that's a dream I can choose. You can choose to do a yacht racing, party with the stars. So what I'm gonna choose is, let's see, I'm gonna do a gift of faith, and then on top of that, it also assigns you excuse me. It also assigns you a job along with a starting salary and how much savings you have. So I chose my dream, so let's start. So as you can see here, you can have a financial statement. So this is my salary. This is how many taxes I have to pay, the home mortgage payment that I have, car loans that I have. Well, these would be like my expenses. Yeah, so these would be like the monthly payments for everything. Taxes, home mortgage, car loan, credit card payments, retail payments, and other expenses. And then this is the actual debt that I owe. So retail debt is $1,000. That's usually credit card debt, or retail debt can also be credit card debt and other types of debts. But retail debt is 1,000, credit card is 2,000, my car loan is 4,000, and my home mortgage is 38,000. So that's how much. That's all my debt, and this is my monthly payments. This is my salary. And this is my cash flow. So this is how much money I have left over after paying all my bills. Actually, no, let me correct that. This is my cash flow, the 880. So this is how much cash I have currently. So currently I have $750 in an account that I can use. And then the 880 is my cash flow. That's how much money I have after paying all my bills. So let's start. So I'm gonna roll. Now, when you start the game, you're going to be stuck in this circle. It's known as the rat race. You're going to be stuck in this circle, and the whole point is to get out of the circle and get onto the outside of the board, which is called the fast track lane. So in the fast track lane, the whole point once you get into the fast track lane is to land on your dream and have enough money to buy your dream, or buy investments so that you have an extra $50,000 a month coming in and passive income. Right. So right now I just landed on this green square that says deal. So I can choose a small deal or a big deal. As you can see, small deals cost 5,000 or less, and big deals cost 6,000 or more. So right now, looking at my, I only have $1,630. Because I passed through payday, which is this orange square right here. So I'm gonna take a small deal. So right now, one of the deals that I have is it's offering me to buy stock. So okay for you drugs, long time market of medicine, especially drugs for people over 70. Right now, the cost of the drug is $30. And it trades between 5 and 40, meaning that the stock price can go as low as 5 or it can go as high as 40. So I'm going to choose not to buy it. I'm going to pass. I am going to repay back some of my debts. I'm going to pay the $1,000 back. So this way, if I pay this way, I'll get $50 a month back once I pay that retail debt. So I'm going to pay that off. And I'm going to end my turn. Since I'm not playing with nobody else, I'm just going to roll again. Again, I land on a deal. I'll look for a small deal. So in this case, MYT4U Electronics. So now I'm getting offered a chance to buy a stock for $5. As you can see, this stock trades between $5 and $30, which means that if I buy it right now, I can sell it at 30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a couple of these stocks. So let's see what 110, 100. So I'm going to buy 100 of these stocks. I'm going to buy 100 shares of this stock. And I'm going to end my turn. And again, I'm going to. So I just landed on payday. So the thing about this is that you can only pay the full amount to get rid of this debt in the game. But if you take out any loans, you can pay back the loans little by little and get some of that money back. Because whenever you take a loan out in this game, you have to pay $100 a month for every $1,000 that you borrow. So for every $1,000 that you borrow, you got to pay $100 a month to get that to pay that back. So whenever you take out a loan, you can start paying that back, and you'll get $100 back every month. So let's continue, because as of right now, I can't pay any more debt. Cancel, and then I'm going to end that. So I'm going to roll again. Now I get another chance to pick out a deal. So let me see, small deal. So I'm personally not going to buy this stock, but as you can see, it costs $10 right now. It trades between $10 and $30. Right now it is at the lowest end. Let me see. I wanted to get 100 of it. I wanted to get 100 to be $1,000, which about 50. Sure, why not? Spend $500 to get 50 shares. So now small view. So look at that, guys. So as you can see right now, I did buy this stock, O&2U Entertainment Corporation. It's in strong demand. I bought it at $10 and now I can sell it at 30. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna make $1,500 back. So I spent $500 to buy the stock, and now I'm gonna make $1,000 profit. So I'm gonna sell it. As you can see, now I have 2,000, and now I have close to $3,000 in cash flow, in cash. Yeah. So I just landed on a doodad, whatever this is called. I guess you can call it a doodad square. So whenever you land on doodad square, it forces you to pay something. It doesn't matter what it is, you're gonna have to pay it. So as you can see, I bought a food processor. I gotta pay $150, so I'm gonna pay it. Sorry, excuse me again. So I'm gonna end my turn, and I'm gonna roll again. So I'm gonna look for a small deal. So MYT4U, I bought it at $5, and now I can sell it at 10. I'm gonna pass on that, but what I am gonna do is pay my credit card. I'm gonna pay that back, and now my payday now is at $990. So it started at, I believe it started at $880, but now because I paid back some debt, I'm getting some of that money back. Now I'm getting paid $990 each payday. So in my turn, I just got paid. Personally, I'm not going to pay any more loans back. I'm just going to hold off on that. I'm just going to focus on investing now. Cancel. And so I believe this square is the market square. So it'll let you know what's going on in the market. So right now, the business has been sold and you receive 3 times your original cost. So this is for anybody who was able to buy a business as they were playing. So if I had a business, I would be able to sell it at, I can sell my business at 3 times the original cost of your share. You agree to sell if and when the founder sold out, as she just did. New owners have been their own financing. So this will give me an opportunity to sell my business if I own the business. Unfortunately, I don't, so I'm just gonna move on. In my turn, I'm gonna roll again. So now I get a chance to pick another deal. So I'm gonna pick a small deal. So I'm getting an opportunity to get a condo that has 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. My cash flow, meaning that my passive income that I'm gonna get is $140, and the down payment is $4,000. So this game does allow you to take out loans, but you do have to do the math. All right. So I have $1,830. So I can use $1,000 to bring that down to $3,000. So once I bring it down to $3,000, that means that I'm gonna have to pay $300, $300 a month for that loan. The cash flow is only 140, meaning that cash flow is gonna take care of a little bit less than half of that payment. So for me personally, so meaning that my cash flow or my payday is gonna drop to, I'm gonna lose basically a little $160 a month, or $160 each payday is what I'm gonna lose. So for me, that seems like a perfectly good deal, because even though I am gonna be a little bit in the red, I know that I can pay that back with a couple of paydays. So I am gonna buy it. I'm going to say yes, and then I'm gonna buy it. So now, as you can see here, I own 1 stock, and now I have some real estate that I own, and I'm making $140 a month. So as you can see, my payday didn't drop that much, so I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna pay this $3,000 loan as soon as possible. And like I said, every time I send a payment to that $3,000 loan, I get $100 back. So let's continue. So I'm gonna look for a small deal. Ooh. So this stock right now is at $1, and it trades between 5 and 40. So I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy 1,000 shares. So I am gonna take out a loan for this, but again, I'm perfectly okay with it. Again, I'm gonna buy it, and then right now, as a loan, so right now $4,000 for on my loan, which again I'm okay with it, because now I have 1,000 shares of a stock, meaning that if it goes up to $40 a share, I'll be able to sell it for $40,000. I have a real estate that I'm making 140, not to mention if I get a chance to sell it, I could sell it for more. So I'm going to continue with the goal of paying this loan as soon as possible. So right now, I'm not going to take any more investments. I'm just going to stick with the investments that I have, and I'm going to focus on paying this $4,000 loan, knowing that I make $730 each payday. So again, I'm not going to take any deals. I'm just going to pass, and then I'm going to repay this loan. Only make $1,000 payments towards it, but as you can see, yeah, I had $730 as my original payday, but now I have $830 because I paid $1,000 of that loan. So there's a person, again, I landed on the market. So somebody's looking to there's a house buyer that's offering $65,000 for a 3-to-2 rental house. Unfortunately, I don't have that, so I have to pass. But I can repay my loan again, $1,000, and then continue. So again, I'm going to repay back my loan. And as you can see, I keep on getting $100 back. So now, because I've been getting $100 back, I'm actually making more, because I'm making an extra 140 with my investment, and I'm making more than my original payday, which my original payday as a truck driver when I first started, I believe, was a little bit over $800. So now I'm in the thousands, meaning that once I pay this $1,000 loan, I'm going to make about making about 1,100 a month. 1,100 each payday. Well, again, I'm going to look for a small deal. Not looking to make any more investments. I don't own that stock, so I can't sell it. So I'm just going to pass. I'm going to end my turn, and I'm going to So I'm going to look for a small deal. Oh, so look at this, you guys. So that stock, okay for you. I bought this stock for $1. You see that? And the cost just went up to $50, and I have 1,000 shares. If you guys remember, I took out a loan so I can get 1,000 shares. So now I can sell all 50 because right now, like as you can see, it trades between $5 and $40. So right now, I actually have a chance to sell it for more than $40, which, as you can see, it doesn't really happen too often because it usually stays between 5 and 40. So I'm going to sell it. And as you can see, I just made $50,000. So I'm going to sell. And then with the fact that I have $51,000, I'm going to repay this loan. And I'm going to repay my car loan, which leaves me with $46,000 to do some investing. All right. Not only that, but I'm making a little bit over $1,200 each payday. Whereas when I first started playing the game, I was making a little bit over 800. So now I'm going to end my turn. I'm going to go again. So now, because I have $46,000, I can actually go for big deals. So I'm going to go for a big deal. So as you can see, I would need a down payment of $50,000, but I'll be making $2,800 of a month if I bought this apartment house. So as you can see, this what I didn't say before is you're trying to fill this up. So right now the whole point is for you to make more passively, for you to make more passive income than your total expenses. So I believe I'm going to be $4,000 short, but I'm going to make $2,800 a month. So that's gonna cover more. So if I'm making $2,800 a month, and I'm only going to take a $4,000 loan, which is going to be $400 a month, this cash flow is going to cover that payment, no problem, plus extra. So I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to take out a little bit of a loan so I can buy it. So I got to take a $4,000 loan. Again, the monthly payments are $400. But if you remember, the passive income is $2,800, so it's going to cover it. And not only that, I'm going to have $2,400 left over. So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to buy it. And as you can see, the passive income that I was making more than covers my expenses. So now I'm out of the rat race. So now I'm in the fast track. So now the goal here is to either make $50,000 of passive income so I can win, or land on my dream and be able to buy it. So as you can see, now I'm making a little bit over 200,000 every time I land. Whenever I land on cash flow, I get paid. All right. So let's roll. So this is a dream. The only benefit of landing on other dreams, if you're playing with other people, is that if you land on their dream, now they got to pay double to be able to buy their dream. So I'm gonna pass. So as you can see here, so my passive income is a little bit over 2,900. I got to get it up to 344,000. All right, and my turn. All right, so the cost is $120,000, but I'm gonna have cash flow of 5,000, so I'm gonna buy it because I have plenty of money right now. Buy it. So if I donate $100,000 to charity, I can roll with 1 dice, 2 dice, or 3 dice on each turn. I'm not going to do that because I'm pretty low on cash. I'm going to pass. So this is a dream. I'm going to pass on that dream. And my cheese is not on. So I can spend $150,000 to make $5,000 by investing in a truck part maker. So I'm going to buy it because I have enough money. Now I'm making an extra $10,000 of passive income. So I can invest in a gold mine. So it's going to cost me $150,000, and I'll get a cash flow of 25,000. But as you can see here, if you roll 3 or high on 1 die, so if you roll 3 or higher on 1 die, so I have to roll 3 or higher on 1 die, or else I'll get nothing. So I'm going to take that risk and buy it. So I rolled a 5. Now I'm getting $25,000 cash flow. So as you can see, I'm not that far off from finishing this game. So I can spend 20. Unfortunately, I don't have enough money to buy this, but it would have been a cash flow of 10,000. So it is what it is. I'm gonna pass. Roll again. This is a dream, so nothing I can do here. I'm gonna pass. So the cost is $200,000, and I'll make cash flow of 8,000. I don't have enough money, so I'm gonna pass. Roll again. I just got paid, so that's it. Right now, I have $500,000 in cash, so I can make some more investments. So if I invest $25,000, a possible return is 500,000. If you roll a six on one die, so I have to roll a six to get those $500,000. I mean, 25,000 is not a lot. I have $500,000, so I'm gonna do it. Unfortunately, I get zero, so that's okay. Another dream from the past. So my cost is $225,000 to make $7,000 cash flow. I'm gonna buy it. Uh, okay. So the cost is 200,000 to get $6,000. I'm gonna buy it. Roll. This has to be a pass. Roll again. Right now I have $401,000. Just got paid. This is another dream. So I'm gonna pass, and then I'm gonna roll it, and I'm gonna buy this, which will be the end of the game. So again, you can play this game with other people. I highly recommend buying the board game first, and actually going through the process. It is a little bit longer, but at least this way, you'll have the experience of doing the math, keeping track of your investments, keeping track of your stocks, keeping track of how much money you're coming in, keeping track of how much money is coming out. It's going to give you lots of good experience on budgeting, lots of good experience on managing your investments, and something that this game really teaches you is that not all debt is bad. There is such thing as good debt and bad debt. Again, I recommend reading Robert Kiyosaki and Dave Ramsey's books, because when it comes to debt, they have different beliefs. Again, I personally pick and choose from both. I like some of Dave Ramsey's teachings. I like some of Robert Kiyosaki's teachings. So I kind of take a mix of each one, and I've found a healthy blend for myself. So so honestly, I just want to thank each and every one who's watching for sticking with this course. I really hope that you guys have found lots of value in this course. I wish you all great fortunes in your financial journey. I did want to take a couple minutes just to thank Uplift for giving me the opportunity to make these videos and share this information with you guys. Uplift is a great organization that's doing their part to make changes happen in our local neighborhoods. And if you guys want to partner up with us, I recommend going to our website. So I'll take you there right now. Our towns. So here's our website. I highly recommend just going to the website, looking through some of the events that we have. If you guys want to take part of some of the events, you can also, just look through different things. If you guys do want to partner with us financially, well, let me see. If you guys want to partner with us financially, let me see. You can use this icon to get in contact with any of us. So this way you can, you can decide if maybe you guys want to like volunteer, things like that. Here you can give us your name and give us information so we can get in contact with you. Let's see. No, there's a way you can donate. Just have to find it. Get involved. So here you can donate by Cash App or PayPal if you go on our website, or you can also press the icon in the YouTube video where it says give if you guys want to donate anything. One final thing I do want to mention, which I think is very important. We briefly talked about it when I went over some of the Dave Ramsey's teaching as far as college, facts versus some facts that I believe were very important to say as far as debt and stuff like that. Something else that I want to point out is that there's a the way people go about as far as choosing colleges, a lot of people tend to think like, I want to go to the best college that's out there, those Ivy League colleges. And by no means they're not bad. They're not bad at all. You know what I mean? Um, they have great education to teach you. But something that Dave Ramsey always says is their education $70,000 or $80,000 more valuable than you going to another college? Absolutely not. And I can speak that from experience. I went to Farmingdale State College. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in medical science, which allows me to work in labs and do diagnostic testing. Whatever labs your doctor orders, they usually send that blood to me so I can do that testing. So I've had the experience of working at a job where people went to Ivy League schools. They went to schools that were considered better than mine. I went to Farmingdale State College. It was primarily known as a commuter school. But with that being said, it was a lot more inexpensive than going to St. John's, going to Stony Brook. And the thing is, 90% of employers will not ask you where you went to college. There's 10% that will, but 90% won't. And I worked with people that have gone to different colleges that were considered quote unquote better than Farmingdale. But at the end of the day, we both started with the same exact salary. The only difference was that their debt was higher than mine. So, when it comes to continuing education, I highly recommend looking at all your options, looking at all your different colleges, looking at different costs. I even recommend going to tech school if that's what you want to do. But definitely just taking the time, to ask yourself those questions, why am I going to college? What do I want to get out of this? Do I just want to get educated, or do I want to learn some kind of a trade or some kind of profession that can set me apart from other people? So this way I'm more employable when I get out of college. You know what I mean? Or am I just going out there for the experience? I kind of just want to get away, which is, again, not a bad thing too. I mean, I did it too. I did it for a year. I went to upstate New York for a year. I went to Fredonia. I got to live on campus, and I did it for a year. But I saw that it was going to be a little too expensive for me to stay there, and I wasn't really learning anything. I was just kind of just having fun, living in the dorms, going to different parties and stuff like that. And I decided that it was time for me to get back to Long Island and actually ask myself some really deep questions about myself so I can figure out what it is that I wanted to study and what it is I wanted to get out of college, or what it is you want to get out of your continuing education. So again, I thank you all for taking the time to watch these videos. I really hope they were of value, and I wish you guys great fortune in your future. Thank you, and you guys have a great day.